Finally back on Let's Make a Soccer Team after my VirtuaPro detour, and I've got a couple of loose ends to tie together before we go into Season 3 proper. First of all, our forward line is going to be a little bit lacking in depth next season, so I'm going to call up Fastbinder from the youth team. But in less fortunate news, the acquiring a forward does not count youth promotions, so we are going to have to pay back the $2.5 million penalty to Bullgen. You may have wondered why I insisted on completing that VPF detour before coming back to LMAST when LMAST was doing well. Well, here is the payoff to all of that. So, we now have Gary Binns back. You can't retire the Messiah after all, and looking at his potential, he will easily become world class, possibly even best in the world. We've got new primary sponsors since our contract with Bullgen has run out. And this offer from Celatune is looking pretty good. $6 million and only one season, so if we get promoted we could probably sign a better sponsor next season. I had a look at some of the privileges of these sub-sponsors, and I think I'm just going to stick with the strategy of taking the most money on the table, because I don't necessarily know if I'll be building club bases. No money, so we're just going to have to take the shortest contract. New supplier means a new chance to edit our kit. This is what I'm going to go with for Season 3. We've got a lot of new staff signings to consider. However, regarding the coaches, because I could have technically just held a team party and waited for Marshall's contract to expire, I have to re-sign at least one of these baseline coaches rather than hiring an upgrade. And actually, there's only one coach here worth hiring anyway, the rest are kind of mess. So it wouldn't be a penalty unless I re-sign all three. So now that I've covered that, let's go ahead and replace Marshall, and we have plenty of choices here. I feel we can eliminate a lot of these candidates through a few simple criteria. One or both of their preferred formations has to be 4-4-2, 4-3-3, or 4-5-1. I think those are the formations I would like. And their tactical fitness policy has to be similar to what we're currently having. So Dahlberg's a choice. But I think Kornitz is the one I want to go with here, because he's the most flexible in regards to working with all types of players, age and position. He's got a decent tactical fitness diamond, and he's got both 4-5-1 and 4-4-2. So I like 4-5-1. I can turn it into a makeshift 4-3-3. We also have a chance to recruit a new gun scout, and look at this, Armster, preferred area Germany, youth scout rating, almost 7 bars out of 8. This guy is a no-brainer. We'll be able to afford it. We've got a lot of spare money already. Not much change to my club's financial plan. Going to run the same ad costs. I am going to expand that stadium a little bit more at some point since we now have the money. Ooh, that's interesting. Could go to Sydney for a training camp. Interesting thing about training camp costs is that they're balanced around game mechanics rather than realism. So our more domestic options are $750,000 across the board. And if we want to go to Eindhoven, we have to pay $1.6 million. But if we fly, we get all of the growth rate, but it's only $648,000 because we would be tired. But the thing is, we don't have to worry too much about tiredness because we will have ample time to rest on the other side. And I'll lock in South Melbourne, but I won't do a second game. And then I just put in a youth development investment in there, and that's me sorted out for this month. Now, we're going to be asked what we want to focus on at the camp. Now, at some point, the Japanese actually compiled a list of best combinations of focus for each destination, and for Sydney, it's physical. The large stadium is still out of reach for us for the time being, but what we can start doing is building up our stands. And if I keep doing this, I can eventually put a roof on the thing. And while I'm here, I might as well get the goods shop as well. That'll earn us more income. I still have an ongoing discount on the installation of lighting for an Apple Mernon. So I think it's a good idea to also get the ground with lights 1 while we can. With that taken care of, let's skip ahead a bit to our match at training camp. This is the new look Sportverein Leipzig for the time being. We're running 4-5-1. Oh, and in this logo pack I'm using, South Melbourne is given Sydney FC's logo because their starting lineup in game is actually Sydney FC's. Oh, that was a... Oh, he missed. Oh, how has that gotten through? Oh, good through ball to Ludwig. Couldn't quite get close enough to ram it home, but we're still on it though. Same play, and they've given up an own goal. It came off Ludwig first, and then Fife put it into the net, trying to control it. Oh, he wasn't offside, but the keeper smothered it. That was Fassbinder's first touch, by the way, and now he has another chance to do something. Kosaka, no, he takes a heavy touch, but we win it back. Ludwig scores, and we do win our pre-season friendly. So just show it on screen, 2-1 the final score, and also, yes, that's confirmation that physical was the correct trait to pick. I wasn't sure if I wanted to consult the guide because I thought it might have been me metagaming, but I did also metagame Virtua Pro Football by doing a test run first and applying the knowledge to my actual run. By test run, I mean a casual playthrough where I learned about the game. Since Gary Binns spawned in our youth academy, he actually qualifies as someone we can use in a youth-only run. So, since the youth manager said, hey, promote him already, let's go. And you know what? I think we go all in on building this stadium to 25,000 with the rooftop, and we'll keep it like that for a couple of seasons. This is the Golden Club Cup. This is a simple tournament for lower level European teams. You know, considering the potential concern of our players coming up tired from camp, there isn't actually that much fatigue on most of them, even the ones that played most of the match. Take a look also at the level that Gary Binns is arriving at the club at. He's almost as good as Ryan already. Cadiz is getting the best of us so far. Oh, that's blocked on the line. Geeson just put his body in front of it. Oh, but we got scored on. That was not part of the plan at all, but Ludwig might be able to... Yes, he immediately erases it. We have a free kick in a good position. Ludwig for a brace. Oh! And Ludwig is going to get another chance, but he is actually going to go indirect. Schenk, however, that was a bad touch. So that means we go into extra time, and among other subs, I put Ryan on for Binns. Binns can't quite play the 90 yet. We're piling on the pressure. There's a short corner. Schenk with a goofy no. Nothing of note in that second half of extra time. It goes to penalties. Oh, Ryan's missed it. And the keeper's held his nerve and saved Helmersberger too. Oh, that's a good save. Gives us a glimmer of hope. Oh, not if Ludwig misses though. That's match point already for Gadiz. Oh, why are my players so bad at taking penalties? I could get mad at a result like that because it means no prize money, but I got to look on the upside. We didn't lose that game. I consider a game that ends in a shootout a draw that was decided by effectively drawing lots. Here's the rooftop, by the way. It becomes available after you get the 2 capacity expansions. It has left us with a dangerously low amount of money, but I think once the season starts, we'll start rolling in the money now that we've gotten those expansions. This could be interesting because I did still want to sell a couple of players. It's not like Gooden is someone I have to hold on to. Yeah, let's be honest. For the money they're offering for Gooden, I think it's worth taking it. Managed to sell out on the season tickets. And we're getting another 900k for a player that we didn't really need. A couple of our centre backs could play DM if we need depth in that role. Ah, oh, dang it. No benefits to the youth investment. No further events to report on, so let's get down to business of... we'll play the first 4 games in this episode. We're starting with Karlsruhe. We could also invest a bit of money on player PR. I don't really have a star player right now. I'm decided not to take it this season. Maybe next season. Okay, I had a look at possible youth player signings. Franson, he is looking really good. I think we bring him up because he's also within the correct area of the tactical fitness. Season opener for real now. We have the advantage. Ryan's been improving a lot in the preseason, so he's actually earned a spot up top alongside Binns. We're going back to 4-4-2 for now. Just how the condition worked out for all of the various players and who I wanted to field for this opener. Oh, Geeson with the save, but it's still problem. Offside. Good opportunity for us up top now. If we can just whip across in. Stuckenschmidt's in the right spot. Geiger! He's put it in the top corner. Well away from the keeper. It was a scrappy half for us otherwise. We had most of the ball, but Karlsruhe most of the chances. Oh, Binns with a good play to Ryan. He tucks it in, 2-0. Oh, no foul on that. That could have been dangerous otherwise, but apparently the ref thought pushing him in the back was okay. Some late trouble. Oh, that's not offside. Geeson with a good claim, though. And whistle blows. I have a good feeling about this season. I think my team didn't necessarily play amazingly, but they scored the goals when they needed to, which is the main problem we were having last season. So who's this coming now? Oh, Oldenburg again. You're already listed, Oldenburg. I don't want to deal with you. Well, it's one thing to beat Karlsruhe, but now we have to take on a real team, Duisburg. A bit of a surprise that they didn't get promoted last season, but I suppose they were up against Gladbach and Ars. It's back to a 4-5-1 today. Ryan, the main striker, and he gets it through. It hit the keeper, but he couldn't hold it. We're also tactically playing more to this manager's strengths. I've decided to go all in on the wing play. Ludwig with the rebound. He also scores. But yeah, if we look back at Kornitz, you can see he has particularly high stats in fast break, wing play, and closing down. So I should accordingly play at least a medium speed and play a very wing-based tactic with high pressure, but maybe a conservative offside and press line. No further goals in that first half, but at 2-0 we should be safe. And in fact, there's an outside chance we go 3-0 because we're still playing pretty well here. The only other issue would have been someone getting sent off. We have seen a couple of players' names go in the book today, so I have subbed both of them. Oh, that's 2-1. Damn it. My team taking a composed approach. They're holding on to the ball for most of the rest of the game, and only now do they start the attack in injury time. And, oh, Helmersberger gets the ball back. That good play to hold the ball up should seal it regardless of the outcome of this. Yes, and the whistle has blown. Maybe not the largest attendance. I did get the rooftop to safeguard myself against rainy days, but it can only do so much. Ah, cool, we got one of these coin flip PRs to work. The last couple had failed, unfortunately, but that one's worked out well. So now we'll see if we can keep the good times rolling against it. That was a foul. Erzberg. Ryan, indirect, it goes over the keeper. He rushed recklessly. Ryan has 3 from 3. It's pretty much the same team that we ran last game, except Geeson rotates back in. Our goalkeeper by committee continues for another season. Oh, Geeson with a brilliant save. Brilliant? Ludwig gets it. We've scored 2 goals in each of our first 3 games. We're also riding a wave of good fortune in that our opponents have not been clinical when they've had their chances. Because if I look at the stats, once again we won by 2 goals, but the shot count and possession was pretty even. They just weren't on target as often. This is another match that I didn't have to change much tactically, just putting Marshall back in now that Adenaina's purple patch is over. Can we make it 4-4 against Unterhaching? Got the corner kick near the far side play. It is in. That's off Marshall, right? Yes, it's Marshall. Oh, but here's Unterhaching coming right back. Oh, Mend on the line. Oh, and now Kruger with a save too. Nice switch of play to Baumgart. He can shoot or pass. He decides to shoot. We're on the counter attack after a corner that went wrong for them. Helmesberger. Nice burst of speed from him. And he's not being pocketed by the defender. Is there support? There is. Ludwig scores again. As we're coming to the end of this match and Unterhaching missing another chance, I feel like we're going to be just fine without Ginster because Ryan and Ludwig have been potent. And we also have Binns once he gets out of his current mini form slump. That's the only reason I haven't been playing him more. His condition fell to a low level. SV Leipzig 91 at the end of August is outright first, and if this form holds, there's a good chance we go wire to wire with this and win the title. 4-way tie for top scorer this month. Ludwig gets given the crown officially because he's the highest rated player of the 4 and has also been awarded the MVP with Amend and Limpatner also making the 11. To conclude this episode, really happy with the turnaround this team has made since last season. I think now is the time we get revenge on all of those teams that scored on us against the runner play. See you next time.